We do, actually.
Yeah.
Our track, Another Way to Die, this new single from the new record, went to #1 at the active rock format in only 4 weeks' time. It's our fastest climbing single we've ever released. So we are getting, quite a lot of radio play in regular America.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that there isn't enough of a voice of rock on radio out here. I think that because the East Coast in general is one of our strongest constituencies as far as our fan base is concerned. New York shows have always been strong. Boston shows have always been strong. This whole area is just very big for us. So it's surprising to me that I guess the corporate bigwigs aren't sensitive enough to their constituents and the demographic that exists here, and that there isn't something that can also serve them as well. There's any number of them. He's certainly a huge one. Bruce Dickinson, Jeff Tate, Ronnie James Dio, Ozzy Osbourne, Phil Anselmo, Jonathan Davis from Korn, um, Rob Halford, big time. Anyone that really fuses a good amount of harmony, a good amount of melody with their ferocity. I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of showmen and frontmen and guys who really take it to the next level. And yeah, Maynard is one of the most distinctive and most powerful rock voices of our generation, and he's a tremendous source of influence. Mike Patton would be another one of those people. Oh yeah, very daunting. He's only like the metal god. So you kind of have to approach it very delicately. I didn't want to, deviate too much from what he did, but still kind of put my own flair on it. It was asked from us, from the Metal Hammer guys who were putting together this compilation of songs from some of the anniversaries for a number of these bands. It was anniversary of Back in Black for AC/DC, and it was anniversary of British Steel for Judas Priest. And so we were very excited, to tackle one of the tracks, and very cautious about that big of a song, something so identifiably Priest. So we wanted to make sure we did it right. Um, I don't play any instruments well, but everything kind of comes from my head. Danny is really the guy who begins things with his riffage, but we definitely do influence one another. I definitely am very good at the rhythmic aspect of things. I can suggest alternate rhythms to him. I can suggest occasional alternate melodic variations to maybe help complement things, and he does the same thing, vice versa. We really affect one another. From a drumming perspective as well, I'm very in tune with what Mikey is doing, and we try to make sure that we're in sync with one another. Rhythmically, rhythm in general has always been one of the, if not the primary component to this disturbed sound, that there are no two rhythmic elements fighting each other. So we definitely have a good amount of influence on one another. And, from song to song, it really depends, but on more than an occasion, I'll make a musical suggestion to Danny, and on more than an occasion, he'll make a vocal suggestion to me. So it really is a collaborative effort. Nah. We only give up on a song if it's not exciting, if it doesn't make the hairs on the back of our necks stand up. For a song from Disturbed to sound like a Disturbed song is okay.
Hmm.
I know that we've often been critiqued of saying that we have like ACDC-itis or something like that, and I don't really hear that as much. I mean, not
Hmm.
everything is 4/4 in this band, not everything is sticking within the same stylistic parameter. Especially with this record, I think that we've gone in a number of new directions, and it shows a new added level of complexity and maturation that wasn't as apparent on previous records. So, but on the other side of things, I don't think there's anything wrong with something sounding like us. I think we need to stay true to what the band is supposed to sound like. And we don't really have a desire to deviate too much from that, to be perfectly honest. We enjoy rhythmic, powerful, melodic, guitar-driven metal and
Hmm.
rock. That's what we enjoy playing. That's what we enjoy writing. Every once in a while, we will go in a different direction, whether it's the instrumental intro to Asylum, which is called Remnants, or whether it's the instrumental and more laid back setup to Another Way to Die. But we really try to not even not consciously try, but we're just comfortable in that environment and putting out material that fills that need for us. And I think that that's part of the reason why our fan base is as loyal and as dedicated as they have been, is that they know that with each successive Disturbed record that it's going to be what they are looking for from Disturbed.
Hmm.
You know, it's going to be another record that enables them to get through the trials and tribulations of their life, the hard times, and makes them feel powerful and makes them strip them of their fear and gives them, you know, the motivation to go on.